Hey everybody. Well, this is lesson number 6. And so I hope that you've been working on lesson number 5. Hopefully you have it down, but if you don't, that's fine. That's not a very easy roll to learn. But once you do, it's like riding a bicycle. You'll never forget. So just stay at it. And it's okay to move on to this lesson. Even if you don't have that down pat, because sometimes it takes a while, but you will want to get that roll down good, down pat, because once I teach you the melody notes to this lesson, we're going to apply that particular roll to this hymn. The lesson we're going to do Will the Circle Be Unbroken? I picked this hymn for a couple reasons. One is about everybody knows this one, I believe. Just like Amazing Grace. That's why we picked that one. And then also the melody notes to Will the Circle Be Unbroken is just like Amazing Grace. They're all on the 2nd fret right here. Now one might argue that, well, that's not very good teaching. Well, don't worry. I'm going to be teaching some left hand exercises that'll get this left hand going up and down the fretboard. And that's coming. But I thought it was important to keep you enthused about learning the banjo, to go ahead and start off a little differently. And instead of doing all these exercises and everything and not really ever being able to play a tune on the banjo. So that's why we're doing this Will the Circle Be Unbroken. That'll be your 2nd hymn that you'll be able to play on the banjo, just like you're probably, if you've been going through the lessons, or whether you're just starting, but if you've been going through them, you're probably already doing Amazing Grace. And if you're just now tuning into this channel, then you'll begin that. But always get the lesson before the next lesson down pat before you move on, with the exception of this one. It'll be okay to work on these melody notes on this one, but also keep learning that roll. And of course, I'm sure you already have the bum diddy roll, and then, like I said, what I call kind of the ping pong roll. But just keep working on this alternating 2-finger roll, and you'll get it down. Muscle memory will kick in, like I said, if you ain't already got it. So here we go with Will the Circle Be Unbroken. It's going to be, I broke it down into 4 sections. And the first section has 8 notes. So, but first, before we get started, let me play it through. And I tell you what, I'm going to go ahead and try to play it through with my middle finger. Like I said, that's not how you want to play a banjo, but I'm doing it for these lessons. So let me go ahead and move the camera over where you can start watching my left hand right there. There, I think that's good. And let me go ahead and play it through real slow for you. Okay, that's what it should sound like after we're done going through it. Let's go through it one more time. I'll go just a little faster this time. Okay, so let's begin. Oh, and remember, be sure your banjo is in tune. Be sure your banjo is in tune. This is all part of getting you to learn to play the banjo by ear instead of depending on tablature. So there's the walkthrough. This is the first part. Like I said, there's 4 parts. This is the first part. And so the 4th string will be open. The first note is open. Then the second note, you'll fret the 4th string. Then 3rd string open, 3rd string open again, 2nd string open, then 3rd string, fret it again. 3rd string, fret it again. I'm sorry. 3rd string, fret it. 3rd string open. 2nd string open. So here's what we have. That's what we got. That's the first part. Go one more time. 4th string open. 4th string, fret it. 3rd string open. 3rd string open again. 2nd string open. 3rd string, fretted. 3rd string open. 2nd string open. That's what it should sound like. And don't move on to the next part till you get the part before that one done. In other words, be sure you get part number 1 down pat before you move to part number 2. Get that down. Let me go real slow. Okay, that's the first part. Now the second part will be, let's see, 2nd string open. 2nd string open. 3rd string fretted. 3rd string fretted. 3rd string open. 3rd string open. 4th string fretted. 4th string fretted. 4th string open. So we'll go over that again. The second part. 2nd string open. 2nd string open. 3rd string fretted. 3rd string open. 3rd string open. 2nd string fretted. Sorry, you scratch that. 4th string fretted. 4th string fretted. 4th string open. So, here's what we got so far. We'll start from the beginning. This is what we got so far. So the second part sounds like this. Slow it down. One more time. That's what the second part should sound like. Okay, we got the second part. We got part 1, part 2 down. Now let's move on. We only got 2 more parts. Let's move on to part 3. And it'll consist of 8 notes and only 1 fretted note. So it doesn't get any easier than that. But you know what? I say that, but I should apologize, because if you're a total beginner, well, you're not a total beginner now if you're at lesson number 6, but it can still feel just a little awkward. So, okay. 4th string open. Oh, my fault. My goodness, I was on 5th. This 4th string open. Okay. 4th string fretted. 3rd string open. 3rd string open. 2nd string open. 1st string open. 1st string open. 2nd string open. And now remember, your 4th, 3rd, and 2nd strings, you hit with your playing finger or your thumb. Hit with your thumb, and remember, use your 1st finger on the 1st string. Okay. Eventually, we're going to move you to the 2nd and 1st string with that 1st finger. But remember, pluck that 1st string with your 1st finger, and then use your thumb on all the others. So, what we have is, okay, this is the 3rd part. Let me get my thing lined up here. That's what it should sound like. Let me go through slow. That's the 3rd part. That's what it should sound like. Okay. Now, let's go to, so right now, this is what we've got. That's where we are on it, the 3 parts together. Okay, now we're going to move on to part number 4, the last part. Part number 4, the last part. And remember, like I said, don't move to part number 2 till you have part number 1 down pat. And don't move on to part number 3 till you have part number 2 down pat, and so on. That's very important that you do that. Sometimes it's tempting to want to move on through the song, but you'll learn it a whole lot slower and be more difficult. So remember, this is the 4th and final part. So here we go. The 3rd string, open. 3rd string, fretted. 2nd string, open. 2nd string, open. 3rd string, fretted. 2nd string, open. third string fretted, third string open. Go through again. I'm sorry, my hand was in the way on that. Let's go through it one more time. Third string open, third string fretted, second string open, second string open, third string fretted, second string open, third string fretted, second string open. So on that part, on the fourth part, everything is staying on the second and third strings. And you're fretting that 3 times on there. So this is what you got. Let's see here. Let's see here. Here, let me get lined up here. You've got come on here. All right. Shoot, let me get my finger out of the way. You got that? That's what the last part should sound like. Okay. That's the fourth and final part. So let's go all the way through it. All right, because there you have it, the walkthrough of Will the Circle Be Unbroken. Let me move that back around here. So there we are. Remember, just take your time, go slow, learn fast, and so that would be that roll. I guess I should have brought that down so you can kind of see what we're doing with that roll and why I want you to learn it for this one here. Ready? So you see, now, I probably shouldn't have done that. Should have waited on lesson number 7 because I don't want you to try that yet. Get all these melody notes down to this one. And like I said, we're going to go back to Amazing Grace and this one. We're going to finish these 2 up. And then I'm going to start teaching you the left hand. We're going to start building this left hand up to where you'll be using all 4 fingers, not just 3, all 4. And it won't be difficult. It's just like what we're doing now, muscle memory, and get this hand trained on this fretboard. So, all right. I hope that lesson's helpful. I hope you get a lot out of it. And I'll see y'all, Lord willing, at lesson number 7. And I would also like to remember John 3:16. I'd like to say, for God so loved the world that he gave his only begotten Son, that whosoever believeth in him should not perish but have everlasting life. So God bless y'all, and see you at lesson number 7.